Looks like that's working too. Now, let's see if we can check the streaming statistics. Yeah. Okay. It's happening. Hey, Abdul. It's our weekly English Q&A, ESL Q&A. So, you know what to do, right? If you've got any ESL questions, let me know. Yeah, ask them. Let me know how was your holiday. Well, not everybody celebrates the same holidays, but, you know, if you did, let me know how it went. Hey, Nina. Thanks for coming. Let's see if anybody's joined the YouTube. No, it doesn't look like it. Nina Fatoni. Hey, Carrie. Thanks for coming. Let me know if you got any ESL questions. You know, I think that there were some questions that we didn't fully cover last time, but I don't remember what they were. I should have written that down. Hopefully, I think that were Prince's questions. Hopefully he comes back and asks them again. I've got this weird, crazy hair going on here. Should probably get a haircut before the semester starts. Yeah, good news, everyone. I'm going to be starting my studies for psychological counseling in just a few days here. 9 days is when the semester starts. Looking forward to it. Yeah, I am. I think it's going to be great. I just like going back to school, I guess. I like learning things. I like education. I know, weird, right? Teacher likes education. Wow. Who could have seen that coming? Let's see, who's in here, huh? We've got Anas, Mauro. How's it going, guys? Hey there, Mauro. So, yeah, if you have some ESL questions, let me know. I guess I'll just get into some topics here until somebody asks something. All right, so you guys are the ones that really make the stream happen. Okay, I'm just here to answer questions, but it's asking the questions that really makes stuff happen. So I'd be very, very happy to get some. Ifa, hey there, Ifa. Thanks for coming. Ariane, seen you before. Thanks for coming back. Happy to see you again. You know how it works, right? It's an English Q&A, questions and answers. So I'm desperately, hopefully, awaiting your questions. So thank you very much. Someone on YouTube says, congratulations. Thanks. Thank you. Yep. So, still be doing my Saturday live streams even when I'm in school. I still teach English. It's still my job. All right, so a lot of my, not a lot, but some of my students expressed some concern. Like, you're still going to be teaching, right? It's like, yeah, I'm still teaching. It says, hello, sir. I hope you heart. Okay, well, I hope you heart too. All right, I'm seeing this spelling HLO a lot. All right, I especially from Indian people. they like saying hello with HLO. Okay, cool. You know, I guess that's just some informal spelling. That's fine. I am bad at using passive voice. Can you explain it? Well, yes. That's a big topic, right? Like, can you narrow that down? All right. We can just talk about passive voice in general. That's fine. So let's do some writing here. Let me open up our Zoom. Here we go. And then if anyone's interested, maybe. That was a weird sound. Passive voice. Let's flip this camera around so maybe everyone can actually see what I'm writing, because for some reason people do not watch on YouTube. I don't know why. Gay. I don't know what that means, but sure, okay. That's supposed to be hey? All right. This isn't focusing very well, is it? I'd like it if people could see what I was writing, but it's kind of blurry here, isn't it? I don't think the phone knows what to focus on. Let's flip this back around. You don't want to see my kitchen, do you? I don't think so. So if anyone wants to see what I'm writing or typing, you can watch on YouTube. I'm literally streaming the same thing at the same time on YouTube. But dang it, I really wish I could do it on Instagram. I wish I could do it on the computer. So passive voice is when we're focusing on actions rather than objects or subjects, right? So, or even really we're focusing on actions and objects more than subjects of whatever sentence, all right, or what's performing the action. So, usually we'll have the subject acting on something, and then the object, is the recipient of that action. Typically, that's the SVO, subject, verb, object order. All right, but in the passive construction, my car is stolen, my car got stolen. Well, you see, those are neither one of those. Actually, well, wait a minute. My car got stolen. My car is stolen. Yeah, both of those are in the active voice, right? Neither one of those are passive voice. Maybe if we said someone stole my car. My car was stolen. I don't know. That's tricky. That's really tricky. So, my car is stolen. My car got stolen. Yeah, I don't think either one of those are in the passive voice. They don't strike me as passive voice at all. The object of the action. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's tough. Yeah, you're asking me a very, very difficult, very broad question there. So, my car got stolen. Is that passive voice? Because there's no object. I think I'm going to have to give a different example because that one is a little bit too non-specific. Sorry. Yeah, I'm failing on that one. I hate teaching about passive voice because it's really tricky. And we've lost most of our viewers. Nice. Okay, so you need to clean your room. All right, so this is active. All right. Subject, you. Verb is clean. And then the object is your room. All right, so you need to clean your room. You clean your room. All right, so that's active. Your room needs to be cleaned. Or your room needs cleaning. And now this is the passive. All right, so I'm not telling anyone that to clean it. All right, I'm just kind of announcing the fact that the room is dirty. The room needs cleaning. So putting it in that context, again, back to the stolen car. My car is stolen. My car got stolen. Maybe, I think that is a passive construction then. Yeah, I think that is a passive construction because we're not talking about who stole it. We don't know who stole it. All right. But we're talking about more. We're putting more emphasis on the fact that it was stolen. It is gone. Someone stole it. So we don't know who was the doer of the stealing. All right. So that might be one example of when or why we would use the passive voice. Shoot, I haven't even been writing any notes, right? I've been typing on Instagram. So much. Like I use 2 thumbs instead of my whole hand because I can't stream on Instagram on the computer. I just love it. It's so fun. Anyway, please check the queries on YouTube. Oh, look at that. Someone's actually on YouTube, huh? I don't see any queries on YouTube, Prince. So, all the uses of run? All the uses of run. Okay, that's pretty broad, but okay. Let's put that up here. I'll put it in my my little note. Still talking a little bit about passive voice. All the uses of run. I wonder if you're talking about how to conjugate the verb, or are you talking about idiomatic structures and phrasal verbs that use the verb run? Yeah, that's pretty broad. Yeah, if you can narrow that down a little bit, that would be very helpful. Now, for Carrie's question, what's the difference between my car is stolen, my car got stolen? There is no difference, really. I wouldn't say that there's much of a difference there at all. There's some slight changes in the grammatical structure, right? You're using is stolen, as in stolen you're using as an adjective. Got stolen, right? So then you've got is your auxiliary verb, and stolen you're using as a verb. But other than that, there's not really much of a difference. Either way, your car is gone and someone stole it, right? So, yeah, I don't think that was a very good answer, but yeah, passive construction is really, really weird. So this is the active. I gotta write this down on YouTube in case one of the 2 people who watch it later can see some notes. Let's have a better attitude about free work in the new year. Okay, I gotta really focus on that. Right? I'm money motivated. I'm a money motivated person. It's very very difficult for me to have a good attitude about doing work for free. Learn English with Akshay. You know what, Akshay? I think I was supposed to message you this week. I forgot. All right, I forgot. Akshay wanted to do some kind of, what do they call it? Collaboration, right? Yeah, Akshay, message me again about that. Send that in my DMs, and we got to work something out. It's been a weird week back at work. I'm running some ads on Meta, on Facebook and Instagram. They're going very terribly, by the way. I was so sure people would be very excited about my new $5 group lessons, $5 a month monthly subscription group lessons. I was really, really confident about that. I was so sure people would like that. I was very, very wrong. Oh, man. I was so wrong about that. Hey there, Tasinkip and MF66T. Yeah, cool, Akshay. Yeah, sorry about that. Totally slipped my mind. I've had other concerns. Oh man, concerns. That's a very good way to put it. It's extremely concerning. Let's see here. I think in a sentence, my car was stolen. Stolen is a verb, not an adjective. Was stolen. Yeah, but is stolen. Was stolen, is stolen. It's a tricky. That's tricky because I could. Is that an adjective or a verb? Is stolen is. Because for me, Prince, is, am, was. If we're using that with a verb, it's going to be an ing verb. Right? Someone is stealing my car. I am stealing a car. All right? So my car is hot. My car is red. My car is stolen. All right? So then we're actually describing the car as being something, as in being stolen. We're giving it the property of being stolen. So that's why I'm saying adjective there. All right? But then my car got stolen. Got can be the main verb or an auxiliary verb. All right. Here in got stolen, it's functioning, I think, as the auxiliary verb. And so stolen then would be functioning as the verb. Does that make sense to you? All right. Am I an experienced, trained, and certified qualified English teacher? Yes. Am I a professional? Yeah. Am I the all-knowing master of everything in English? No. Right? I'm capable of mistakes. Come on. I'm just a guy. I'm an experienced English teaching guy, but I'm still just a guy. But just looking at the construction of the sentence and like breaking it down, then I'm thinking that in that one it's being used as an adjective. Frank and Tony something. Thanks for coming. I understood it now. Okay, sure. Gosh, I didn't keep up with my YouTube notes, but not a lot of people watch on YouTube anyway, so no big deal. Okay. So the Prince says phrasal verbs and collocations formed with run. All right, so that's what he's trying to ask about. That makes more sense. Well, there's a lot of phrasal verbs, I'm sure, with run. Ooh. So we might need to look up a list. I don't want to just throw out whatever comes to mind. That's not going to be very complete. Let's see if we can find a complete list, or at least Run. Let's see if we can find a nice list. I'm thinking of a few, right? Stolen is an adjective. The car was stolen by somebody. In this sentence, stolen is the V3 form verb of steal. Yeah, okay, sure. Right, but it's also like we were talking about it in a passive construction as well. So like, we don't know who stole it. Right? By someone is implied, right? A monkey is not going to steal your car. A dog isn't going to do it. A robot, probably not. Not yet. I'm sure sometime in the future some enterprising young criminal will invent a car-stealing robot. Focus more on speaking and worry less about the grammar. Hey man, whatever. It's an English Q&A. People can ask whatever they want. Yeah, grammar, it's important, sure. Right. It's kind of fun just to play around with it and discuss it, though. You can always learn something about it if you try. Right. So I think that the discussion is an important part of the learning process. That's something in philosophy we would call dialectics. It's a dialectical process. But sometimes getting a bit too focused on what I would call minutia is, it's not that helpful, but still fun. I think it's kind of fun. Anyway, let's see here. So signed up, don't sweat it, la la la. Sorry, my question was boring. It wasn't boring. It wasn't boring. It was actually challenging, right? And it led to some discussion. Okay, whatever. Perfect way. That makes me feel that's nice to say, but I don't think I do anything in a perfect way, right? So let's talk a little bit about phrasal verbs and collocations featuring run. All right, so there's a lot. All right, so there's no way we can go over all of them unless we talk about it for the entire rest of the stream. There's like another 40 minutes. Yeah, we could probably talk about that for 40 minutes. Yeah, some people will just focus way too much on grammar and not even speak at all. That is very China, right? In China, they do teach a lot of grammar, and Chinese people very often are very good at grammar and reading. But because it's rare for them to get native speaking teachers, they don't get to work as much on their listening and speaking. So you end up with people who have very good grammar and they have a lot of knowledge and skill in grammar, but then you try to talk to them and they can't do it because they don't have any speaking experience. Ow. Damn, I can see that. This pimple here. Ow, it hurts. Ow, ow, ow. Okay, stop touching it. Don't touch your pimples. Okay, now, let's think of some of the more common phrasal verbs and collocations with run. They do the same here in India. I mean, yeah, that's common. That's actually why I targeted my my subscription plan to India specifically, because the price works very well for the average Indian earner. And I know that it's 99% of English learners in India never get to talk to a native speaker. So I assumed they would be very excited and happy to take lessons, even group lessons, with a native speaker so that they would have an opportunity to talk and learn from a native speaker. But I was wrong. Unfortunately, terribly, completely wrong. I think I've ran several test ads. I think over 14 million people have seen the ads, and one or two have signed up. Talk about some really, really bad ad results. Wow. Everybody loves the American accent. I don't know why. I think it's just because it's easier than the British accent. But, that's besides the point. Or maybe it's not easier. It seems like it's easier. Well, I would hope that I'm competent to help, but I have been teaching English for 7 years. Is this the 8th year? I've been teaching English for a while. All right, it's been a while. Now, let's talk about some of these verbs, phrasal verbs and collocations. Let's make sure. Jump the gun. Okay, got it. I'll put that in the notes. But first, let's put that up here. Jump the gun. All right. But first, let's talk about some of the more common. Hello, Helen. Some of the more common phrasal verbs with run. We'll talk about a couple of these. Okay, but I don't think we're going to be able to. Hey, Abu. Thanks for coming. I don't think we're going to be able to go through all of them. All right. So first, let's talk about run across. All right. Phrasal verb. British English can be a nightmare. Yeah. And I don't know what it is. British people, they like to add a couple of extra syllables to some things. Right? They really like those vowel sounds a lot. In American English, we say aluminum. In British English, they say aluminium. In American English, we say I have coffee. British English, they have got. I have got coffee. It's okay. Do we really need that extra word? Did we really need that extra syllable? I don't know. But it does sound very formal. British English does sound more formal. I think when I was living in China, actually, I had a couple of British guys that I was out with, and we were just kind of drinking, talking. I was kind of making fun of how formal their English is. And he's like, oh, well, I'm sorry that my English from England doesn't sound good. And he was like, good point. Good point. Yeah, good point. Indians do the same. What they add like a bunch of extra words. I guess a lot of ESL speakers add. They often will add a lot of like unnecessary words, make sentences longer or more complex than strictly needed. Yeah, that's something that I start correcting with people at about the B2 level. Yeah, once they start working, they're like, oh, why are people saying it this way? Why do people say it that way? Like, yeah, because Americans, we like to abbreviate things and contract things as much as possible. So to run across something, right? That's to find someone or something or meet someone by chance, right? By chance, unintentionally, right? So like, oh, I was at the mall yesterday and I ran across my friend Bill. So we had some lunch together, right? Or I was online looking for Christmas gifts and I ran across the perfect gift for my mom, right? So to run across something, it's as a phrasal verb, of course, it just means to like find it or bump into it or see it by chance, unplanned or unintentionally. Dang it. When I start live streaming, for some reason my nose starts itching and then I'm like something about live streaming makes me want to put my fingers in my nose. What is that, huh? Isn't that gross? Sorry. All right, don't hate me. So run across, that's a really nice one, pretty common one. All right. Prince, if you want to drop in your own sample sentence or if someone wants to try it out, please do. Be happy to put it, be happy to see how that goes. Hey, Atif. Atif is one of my students, I think, or well, it's hard to tell. Is this the Atif that's a student of mine, or is this a different Atif? I'm not sure. Atif, my student, he has a YouTube channel. He's kind of got like a cool travel channel. I like his videos. I think they're good. I actually have a much greater appreciation for YouTube channels now that I know how much work it is to make a full-length YouTube video. Whew. Man. Run into someone and run into something. Yeah, run into versus run across, they are pretty similar. Let's talk about that, right? So like run into as a phrasal verb. Right? So very similar to run across, but for a person, it's to meet them unexpectedly, right? For a thing or a situation, it's usually some kind of problem, right? So like, again, I was at the mall the other day and I ran into my friend Bill. So we had some lunch together. Okay, normal, that's fine. But we were testing some ads and ran into some problems with the CTR, the click-through rate. All right. So, talk to you soon. Have a great session. Oh, okay. All right. Akshay is leaving. Yeah. So send me that direct message or that private message, Akshay. We can set up some kind of collaboration. I've never done that before. I don't know. I guess I have with EY English, but I've never done it myself, right? EY English kind of is a big channel. They do their own thing, blah, 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 whatever. So I'm not really sure exactly how it works. So we'll work something out. Maybe we'll maybe do a Zoom meeting about it, whatever. Okay. We lost a teeth. Maybe he wasn't my student. I don't know. If he was, he probably would have said something. That teeth is very friendly. Very friendly, talkative. Yeah, he's a good guy. So, run into, run across, very similar, except that run into can be indicative of some kind of negative thing, right? You run into a problem, or if you run into a person, it's just meeting them unexpectedly. All right, let's make this text box bigger. What the heck? Why did it make an arrow? I just wanted to make the text box bigger. Okay, here we go. Yeah, cool. All right. Yeah, I'll see you later, Akshay. Yeah, have a good one. Thanks for coming. Come next time. Bring some questions if you've got them. I'd love to have them. Let's talk about Let's talk about one or two more run phrasal verbs. Here's another pretty common one: to run out of something. All right, to run out of something. All right, what do we think that means, to run out of something? Any ideas? I'll give you guys a few seconds to give me a guess, or maybe you know. Maybe it's not a guess. Run out of something. Who's got an idea about that one? And then if anyone's watching later on YouTube or Instagram, you can always submit your own comments, right? You can always submit your own comments. Carrie's saying, like, if you're short of it or you lack of something. Yeah, okay. Yes, yeah, basically that's right. So to run out of something is to have no more of something, to exhaust your supply of something, right? So it's not just being short of it, it's being totally out of it. You don't have any left, right? Let's just think of a couple of example sentences here. I had to go to the grocery store because we ran out of milk. All right, so this is transitive. We have to have an object here. We have to run out of something. All right, it's a transitive phrasal verb, so we need an object, a direct object. It doesn't have to be a physical object, right? Some guy sent me some really weird and inappropriate videos on Instagram. So I ran out of patience and blocked him. I deleted and blocked. Mandolas, thanks for coming. Oh, they want to join the video. Okay, you can join, but if you do something weird, I'll kick you off. Okay. Yes, let's go live with Mandolas. Hopefully they've got a question for us. Or sometimes they don't actually mean to join the video. Sometimes it's just an accident. You want to join the video? I just gave you permission if you want to come. Yeah. You're invited. So come on in if you want. Or if you got any questions, you can just type them down if you want. That's also fine. Okay? So you run out of something, that means you totally don't have any left. Ran out of milk. Ran out of patience. You can run out of feelings too, right? Or concepts. I don't know. Patience is more of a concept than well, I guess it's a feeling too. All right. Let's do one more. Where am I from? I'm from the United States of America. Texas, specifically. Yep. How about you? Most of my followers are from India and Pakistan for some reason. So I'm guessing you're from India or Pakistan. All right. Tell us about that. Or not. You don't have to. Whatever. You don't want to share personal information. Also fine. My personal information's already out there, so Yes. So I guess that's India or Pakistan. Either way, that's cool. Yeah. I don't know why. I don't know why I have so many followers in India and Pakistan. I guess there's just a lot of people in India and Pakistan, so kind of makes sense that there would be a lot of followers in India and Pakistan. Can I talk to you when I wanna? I guess. Right? What do you mean? I don't know. You can message me anytime. You can put comments on the videos. Yeah, you can do that. But just by the way, I do not answer Instagram phone calls or video calls. Not anymore. I used to, and I ran into some really weird stuff. Really very weird, bad things. So, yeah, gotta just to improve my English. I mean, you could try. I mean, I would suggest if you have some English questions, submitting some questions, right? But I do have a lot of people in my DMs that just like say hi every day. I say hi back. Hey, how's it going? But I don't think that that's a very effective way to improve your English. I would ask questions, right? I'm happy to answer your questions, but I have a full-time job, so just like talking to people. There's many billions of people on the internet, millions and millions of people learning English, hundreds of millions. Yeah, but am I gonna like talk to everyone whenever they want? No. I don't have the time for that, right? I have to like make money to do silly things like eat food or have a place to live or pay my bills, stuff like that. So yeah, you can send me messages, but you're always going to get a lot more out of it if you ask a question. If you send me a question in the direct messages or the private messages, then I'll simply send you a link to the real 4 questions. So the best way to get into contact with me to learn English is asking questions in the question reel, coming to the live stream and asking questions, or signing up for classes. All right. So like if you're in class and you sign up for class, I'll talk to you all you want or all I can, all right? Because I'm getting paid for that. And that's very important, all right? Because things cost money. Hey, Pawan. Thanks for coming. How can I improve my English, she says. Well, there's a lot of ways to improve your English. I think one of my favorite ways is reading and listening to podcasts. Of course, that can be very difficult. All right, Pawan says, hello. Hey, how's it going? Are you wearing a Spider-Man costume in that picture? No, it kind of looks like one, but it's not. I see like blue and red, kind of Spider-Man's colors, but it almost looks like you're wearing a Spider-Man suit. But it's not. It's not a Spider-Man suit. Okay, so we're still going over a few phrasal verbs for run. All right. We've got run across, run into. Those two are very similar to each other. To run out of something, right? Very similar. These are all phrasal verbs, but they also do and can have how you spend your time at home. Well, that's not an English question, but I can answer it. I spend a lot of my time doing stuff for my business, making videos, writing videos, editing stuff. All of that is completely unpaid. Preparing things, looking at the website, analytics, ads, learning how to run Facebook ads. And I spend a lot of my time working on the business. All right. When I'm not doing that, then I like to read, watch anime, watch some Netflix and stuff with my wife. I play some video games. Did I already say that? I play video games a bit. not as much as I used to. Like as a kid, when I was a child, video games could really hold my interest. I have a lot of fun. Nowadays, I can play for like 30 minutes, maybe an hour, and I just kind of, I don't know, I just kind of lose the interest, right? It's not as fun. Or maybe I'm just depressed or something. I don't know. I don't feel depressed. But, yeah, sometimes we go to the gym, work out a bit. Yeah, I guess a lot of what I do for enjoyment or for fun is like reading stuff. I'm from West Bengal in India. Come to my house. Okay, maybe, yeah, maybe later. I have been curious about visiting India. It's an interesting culture. No, it's not a Spider-Man costume. Yeah, but it almost looks like one. All right, it almost looks like one, but I know it's not. Yeah, Spider-Man was always one of my favorite superheroes growing up. So I'm like, oh, red and blue, Spider-Man? No. Actually, does the common Spider-Man nowadays, is there blue? I feel like, wait, Spider-Man. Is there? Yeah, no, yeah, he's got blue in his suit. Yeah, there is blue. It's like, am I going crazy here? Anyway, yeah, I've seen Spider-Man. Yeah, all about it. So, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. So run across, run into, run out of. They have idiomatic meanings as phrasal verbs, but they also have very direct translations, right? Run across, you're going to literally run across probably the street. And you're going to run across the street. Run into, like literally, you're going to like run into something. That means to like hit it with your body, usually on accident. To run out of, right? You can run out of your house, right? You're in your house, you run out. All right, so that's the tricky thing about phrasal verbs like this. They have an idiomatic meaning, but they can also have a very direct meaning, direct translation. Ma, poo, and IBR. Thanks for coming, everybody. Yeah. Hello, hey, how's it going? Let's type that. We can type too, huh? Yeah, hello. Bye, sir. I'll talk to you the next day. Sure, great. Yeah. You know, we do a live stream, same time, every Saturday. So, if you have any English questions during the week, write them down. Come and bring them. All right. IBR6H wants to join the video. Okay, I'm going to let you in. But if you do something weird, I'm going to take you off and then I'll block you. All right, so don't do anything weird. Now, if someone sees something that they don't want to see or something weird happens, it's not my fault. All right. So come on in if you've got an English question. Yeah, I'd love to hear it. Yeah, I turned on video. Why can't I see you, though? Hey there. Is your name Abraham?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Abraham. How's it going?
It's all good. What about you? Hope all is well.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, just getting through the live stream.
How's teaching going?
It's slow right now because a lot of people are still on vacation, but usually like mid-January and in the end of January is a very busy season. A lot of people want to learn English for the new year, so.
I see you.
Yeah.
Where do you live, by the way? Like, is it fine if you...
I live in Texas, specifically in San Antonio. So, yeah. But, yeah.
Do you support open carry or not?
Do I support open carry? Well, it's open carry. I don't know, man. It's kind of tricky.
Like, I don't know. I'm not from the US, but I think if I go there, I'll be scared shitless if someone has a gun.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, I mean, it's a little weird when you see someone walking around with a gun. It's like, ugh.
Is it scary, like, to, live with people who have, like, a lot of, let's say, guns and stuff like that?
Well, I have guns. Right, so.
Do you have guns and you were so confused about open carry laws?
Well, I'm not confused about open carry laws. I'm just not sure if I support them, right? Like, I support gun ownership, but not the way that it currently is, right? Like, I don't think an 18-year-old should be able to buy a gun, right, at all.
Saying, So, sir, did you ever have any incident where someone pulled out a gun randomly and like you were scared?
No. No.
So it's even like when you walk around, are you scared of like people?
What?
You have a gun?
No. I have a gun. I'm not black, dude. Like, come on, man. It's not a racial thing. No. I'm not particularly. No, but things can happen. Do you guys have an English question?
I'm trying to learn more about the culture of US because I'm gonna go there soon.
Okay, well,
Canada.
people. Yeah, U.S. culture is a little tricky. If you're going to come here, that's great. Awesome. But, yeah, I mean, you're more likely to get shot here, that's for sure. But there's a lot more guns around. All right. Oh, my gosh, you guys are smoking cigarettes? I'm so jealous. Oh, man, I could go for a cigarette.
Is there a prejudice against like Pakistani people, like my friend? My friend is Pakistani.
Like, in general, I would say, no. But, you're always going to be able to find racist or prejudiced people somewhere, anywhere you go. America, wherever, right? There's always going to be someone somewhere like that, so...
You just said that we're smoking cigarettes and you're feeling jealous. So why is that?
I don't smoke anymore, but I sure would like to, yeah. I don't smoke anymore, but I'd sure like to. About a year. Yeah, about a year ago. Boys, guys, do you guys have an English question?
Yes.
What's your English question? Do you have an English grammar or, whatever?
Okay, I have. Oh yeah. I know one. Making it up right now.
All right, come on. Get out of here, guys.
When somebody says want, like, does it have any other meanings? Like want, WONT. Like I've seen some.
WONT, won't.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it just is will not. I won't do that. Will not. Yeah, no, it doesn't.
Somebody said somebody is want to do certain things.
Oh, that's want. WANT, right? So that's just a different. That's just a little bit different construction. If someone's want to do this, that just means that they like doing that or that they want to do that.
I looked it up and they're like something was like it's a recurrent event or something like that. WONT.
Yeah, it can be talking about someone's like typical actions or something that they often do, right? Like, so if someone likes, I don't know, smoking, right? That we could say that they are want to smoke, right? But that's kind of a weird construction, right? You don't actually commonly see that or hear it, but you guys are doing filters. All right, let's get y'all off of here. So thanks for coming. Thanks for asking a question. Now, if you have another one, you can join again. Huh?
What do you call this in English? Like when something is like rainbow but it moves around.
When
Is there a
some
word for that?
when something's what?
When something's like moving around in the background.
Just moving around in the background.
Yeah, like for example, like you have a rainbow changing colors all the time.
Okay, well, I don't know. It's something moving around in the background. Yeah, I guess that's what you would call it. Now, let's see here. How do I get these guys off of here anyway? I don't know.
Just maybe close it
Hmm.
here and click on the person.
Hmm.
Close it again.
There we go.
Is that it?
I think so. Yeah, it's really hard to remove people. I don't know why. These guys are having fun. Well, that's fine. Yeah, Prince says he doesn't drink or smoke. That's good. Good for you. Healthy. Yeah, that's good. I never should have started smoking. that was that was such a big mistake. But I sure do enjoy it now because well, it's addictive. Mundals says, "Is day or night?" I think what you mean is it day or night? It's yeah. You see, it's daytime. Yeah, it's daytime out there. It's currently 12:21 p.m. That's 21 minutes after noon. All right, so it's definitely daytime. It's kind of the middle of the day. All right. Yeah, Prince says, these guys are having fun. That's fine. Whatever. I'm just happy when people participate, really. As long as they're not doing anything really weird or crazy or inappropriate or gross, then that's fine. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, so I guess they're going to be coming to the U.S. or someone's going to be coming to the U.S. pretty soon, and they're worried about guns. Totally legitimate concern. I think that's a very, very legitimate concern. But, that's just part of the culture here. All right, we have gun ownership. All right, so things happen. But it's not a politics, right? I'm not talking politics here. I'm talking English. All right. Yeah, but like someone being want to do something, very strange kind of archaic expression, right? It's like, oh, what's Ibrahim doing? Oh, he's smoking cigarettes outside with his friend, as he is wont to do, right? That means like as he often does that thing, all right? So pretty standard, pretty normal. My humble suggestion for you is please make reels related to everyday conversations at the places we visit often. These kinds of reels are liked by many people. Yeah, I have been seeing other language teachers making reels like that. I have, but that's kind of why I don't. Right? There are already a lot of reels like that. All right. I want to when I'm thinking of content and some content to add, out there, I want to make content other people aren't making. Right? I want to put something useful and new, but I think you've got a good point there. Right? A lot of other language teachers make those because they're popular. Maybe I should too. My next series of reels is actually going to be about like some of the slang and idiomatic language from some of the top like pop songs of 2022 and 2021, or just very popular pop and hip hop songs from the last like few years. So I'm going to be doing that. Those will be fun, but then maybe after that I'll make some more conversation reels. For the last year, just by doing those reels, you're right, Prince. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. It's just a lot of social media ends up being kind of like an echo chamber. Like some person does a reel about ordering a cheeseburger from McDonald's, and it's popular. And so then 50 other people make a reel about ordering a cheeseburger from McDonald's. And it's like none of them are contributing anything valuable, meaningful, or new to the content, right? And like I just feel like we're all chasing each other's tails around, right? So, but also you're right, though. You're right. I could or maybe even should just be making the same content that other people are making, but I want to contribute something new or different. Right? If you want to watch a reel about how to talk to a person about ordering a plane ticket, there's a bunch of people who have made that reel. It's already there. It's already out there. Right? But savage love. What is savage love? What does he mean by that? Savage love. What is that? Savage love. What does that mean to be savage? All right, now, there's not a lot of reels about that. In those reels, they get dressed like those characters. Those are entertaining, informative, great acting skills. You also become very successful in this way. You're probably right. Yeah, you're probably right. But I don't know, man. Yeah, I'm not very good at social media. I'm not very good at it. Frankly, hey, here's some honesty for you. I don't even like social media. All right, I had students for years asking me to get on Instagram and get on YouTube, and I finally did it. My wife was encouraging me to do it. So for the last year, we were posting some kind of content just about every day. All right. This year, we're going to take it easier. We're going to post like maybe 2 or 3 times a week. All right, so we're going to take it a lot easier. We're going to slow that down. I was just pushing a bunch of content, but at the end of the day, it's just more free work, right? And, I'm not a wealthy person. I don't make a lot of money. I make very little money for America, and it's like, how much time can I devote to free work? Right? Even I hate social media. I'm using social media to learn English. Yeah, there you go, right? Like, I'm using social media to teach English. I really want to contribute something meaningful and educational to the ecosystem, right? But, like, at what point does it just start becoming some silly stuff that you're doing, right? Like, am I going to wear a wig and pretend to be a flight attendant? Whatever. Right, I just don't have the time, money, attention, energy, or care to do that sort of thing. All right, I'm not out here to be a silly social media funny guy. Right, I'm an English teacher. I'm a qualified, certified English teacher. Right, I'm out here to teach English. So if other people want to do funny skits or silly shit, okay, good for them. Whatever. They're probably going to have like 10 million followers or whatever. Some of my reels, I'm trying to make them kind of like entertaining or a little bit silly. I'm trying, right? But I really want to teach something, right? So, yeah, it's just, it's tough. It's very difficult for me to motivate to do anything on social media because, like, I personally don't see value in it. But I understand other people do, right? So just because I don't value it and I don't like it doesn't mean that it's not valuable or not liked. Just because of high cost of living, you're not able to say, well, please move to Japan, India, Korea. Many U.S. teachers are earning great in these countries by working in some universities. I mean, maybe later. I'm going back to graduate school. It's starting in a few days. I'm going to become a licensed counselor. Right, but I'll probably still be teaching English even after that. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I like teaching. I like teaching English. I like helping people, especially teaching English can help people get better jobs, have a better life, earn more money. Have a better life for them and their families. And when I make that kind of difference in people's lives, it makes me feel good, and I like it. Right, so. Is anyone going to get that kind of result from some reels? I don't know. Maybe. Probably not. Oh, yeah. So you caught me at a bad time, Prince. I've been feeling very pessimistic about my company doing stuff on social media, all that kind of stuff. It's really wearing down on me. Very, there's only so many hundreds of videos that I can produce for free, for nothing. And like, people's comments on the videos, it's like a clap or like some hearts. Like they could be learning something or engaging in learning. Like they could post a comment with like trying to use the language. They don't. They just like send me a winky face and like a heart, or they send me like a picture of their private parts on a DM, as if I want to see them naked. I don't. All right. If anyone's watching this, by the way, I don't want to see you naked. Not a single one of you. None of you. I don't want to see any of you naked. You should join Hello Talk. It's helpful for both students and teachers too. Maybe. We'll see. One U.S. teacher who works in Japan, runs a YouTube channel, is very popular. Teaches to speak his he's very popular. Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't know. Ugh. Well, anyway, that's our ending on a low note, basically, right? That's our live stream for this week. We'll be back same time next week. Okay. We didn't get to go over all of this stuff for like the run phrasal verbs and stuff. Maybe we'll go over it more next time if someone asks again. So, Prince, if you want to talk about more collocations and phrasal verbs involving run, just come on in and ask again next time. Okay? All right, everybody. You're not going to go to the website, but if you would want to, then you can go to www.needhelpenglish.com. We have our subscription package, $5 a month, 2 classes, group classes. You're not going to sign up. No one is. But I'll still tell you about it. All right. We have it. Millions of people are seeing the ad. No one's signing up. No one cares. I don't know why. So, this is I'm starting to go downhill on my mood here. So I gotta try to keep the mood positive on these social media stuff. That's another thing I don't like about social media. All this fake positivity that people are like, oh, we're so happy to be doing this stuff. Like, are you though? I'm not. Anyway, see you later. We'll see you again next week. Pop into the question videos if you want. If you need help with your English, you need www.needhelpenglish.com. Education, training, success. And let's shut it off on YouTube too.